I won't stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them toy flip-flops.
Hey YouTube, this is Antoinette, aka at bossladysleeved on Instagram. Just doing a quick update for everyone about where I'm at with my weight loss journey. So today marks officially 1 week since I've been out of surgery for my VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So that means I'm alive, which I never had any doubts, thank you Jesus, but still extremely grateful because this was my first time ever having any type of surgery, so you just don't know what to expect. I had my surgery in Morristown Medical Center in New Jersey. My surgeon was Dr. Ashish Padnani, who was awesome. And just a quick side note with that, I highly recommend you look up a surgeon that you're comfortable with and your bedside manner. I, however, did not do that. I just got lucky. I just went through Cigna trying to figure out who's going to cover this. And I just got a list of people and said, okay, this place is close to my job. It was that mindless, I guess, but I got lucky because my surgeon was awesome. He made sure to check on me while I was getting prepped and getting the IVs in. He came, eased my mind, made sure he sedated me before we started surgery, answered any questions, went to talk to my mom. After surgery, talked to my mom again, came to the hospital with me on 3 separate occasions, just checking in on separate days when he doesn't even work in the hospital, his main place. So I was just extremely grateful and just happy with who I ended up with. So bedside manner is important. Just saying that for the record. So let's see what's else. Hospital, surgery, it went well. It's gone well to the best of my knowledge. I was told there were no complications or any surprises. It was pretty standard. With that being said, I did have to stay in the hospital an extra day. And this was by choice though, kind of. So the goal was to drink 4 ounces of fluid. The first day, well, let me rewind. So once I'm in the hospital, the day right after surgery, I was pretty much in and out of it all day. The anesthesia was slowly wearing off in my body, made me extremely drowsy. Pain, the surgeon was awesome. Was just like, don't wait till you're in pain. If you feel like it's coming, tell them to give you something. And I did. So not only did I have like a constant drip of fluids and just keeping me hydrated in the hospital, there was a constant drip of anti-nausea medicine, as well as, what was it? Some type of pain medicine. I don't know exactly what it was. Then randomly I'd get Tylenol, and then I'd get shots of heparin was to stop like the blood thinning. And this was on a cycle, like every 4 hours I'd get an update. But if I was ever feeling like my pain was going from like a 7 to an 8 or a 9, I'd call the nurse and I'd get something extra. I don't know. So I made sure that I was pretty much like I was chilling. I was chilling. So I made sure I was in that state for most of the time. Never really felt like I was in pain until it was time for me to finally get out of bed and do a walk around the hospital to get some of that gas out of my system. Because the gas did hurt, but it was also just uncomfortable. I just say it was just highly uncomfortable. But I had to walk around to get rid of some of the gas. I'm sure everyone knows this. So it wasn't until I was getting out of the bed to walk around and also pee for the first time that I was just like, ooh, these incisions, they hurt. So that made me tear up because I'm super independent. So the fact that me getting out of bed hurt to the point where I was like a baby fucking giraffe and my legs didn't feel like they were working, I needed help getting out of bed, like that made me sad. I'm like, and then the nurse was just like, is everything okay? And I'm just like, I just feel so useless. Yeah, it was embarrassing. But I managed, got through it. The incisions, that's when I realized the incisions did sting. I don't know if it was necessarily incisions or just that area in my stomach. Getting in and out of bed hurts like shit. Sitting up and down, that hurt. But getting fluids down too. The goal was to drink 4 ounces an hour. The first night, no, but by the second day, that was the expectation, was that I drink 4 ounces of fluid an hour, and then I can go and get discharged. Could barely get through one. Could barely get through one. And that's because it hurt. I don't like pain. I don't. So, like, nope, you can't do it. And when I finally decide to, like, be a thug and go through all 4 ounces in the same hour, I threw that shit up. So I'm like, nah, not for me. This is not for me. Not only did I throw up, there was dry blood in my vomit. So I was like, I'm good. So I politely told whoever was trying to kick my behind out of the hospital that day that I'm not going anywhere. So, like I said, kind of by choice, but in my mind, I'm thinking, one, I'm doing this through my insurance. I pay my premium every month. I met my deductible for the year, and through the surgery, I'm going to meet my out-of-pocket maximum. So, at this point, anything I have to go through to the hospital for the rest of 2018, that's damn near free. So, you're going to have to deal with me. I'd rather suffer amongst people who can deal with me and know how to treat me than go home and be miserable around my family. So, stayed in the hospital an extra night. That was cool. Next day, I was finally able to, like, cooperate and get liquids down. Still hurt, but kept trucking, didn't throw up. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Plus, I was sharing a hospital room with someone, and I felt awkward. So, finally got out, though. It was good. Get home, and my goal since I've been home this last week has been to get my fluids in. I have an irrational fear of being dehydrated and having to go to the hospitals and get IVs. I don't like needles, don't like pain, IVs hurt, I don't like passing out. So I'm like, let me drink enough water. So the goal has been to get at least 64 ounces of fluid in, and I think I've been successful. The first day home, not so much, but the other days, it was just like, okay, I can do this. I had these little 4-ounce ramekins where I knew, okay, my stomach should hold about 4 ounces right now. I'm just gonna keep filling this up. So I Googled how long does it take for a liquid to leave your stomach. Said 15 to 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, so that means like every 20 minutes, let's give it or take, my stomach is gonna be empty again. So basically I would drink, I'd take small sips, because if you take large sips, that shit hurts in your chest, in your back, and your stomach. You'll learn the hard way, but small sips, and I just kept repeating that. Once I finished my little 4-ounce cup, I would refill it and do it again. I'm like, okay, 20 minutes went by and do it again. So over the course of a day, I was able to get 64 ounces of fluid in. I was so proud of myself. On top of that, I was able to do my protein shakes as well. So protein's a little thicker, so I was like, but the goal was not to be dehydrated, have plenty of protein, and I've been able to do that. Mind you, water's a little hard for me. So water doesn't go down as smooth as I would like. I'm now using like Crystal Light, although I'm cheap, I don't really buy the name brand, but now using other packets to like flavor the water that goes down a little smoother. But basically every day I've been drinking at least 1 bottle of just plain regular water, a Powerade or like a vitamin water, and Powerade Zero. Same thing, vitamin water zero, Gatorade zero, something sugar-free. So one clear bottle of water, Powerade, a water with some type of enhancement, and then I would have at least 1 protein shake, and then I would have some broth, 16 ounces worth of chicken broth, and I would put the protein powder in there, and that would basically get me at least 60 grams of protein, plus my fluids, plus the tropical popsicles are the bomb, except they leave you thirsty afterwards, so then you have to drink water to wipe out the taste, so counterproductive. But anyways, it's been helping me get my fluids in. So week has been going well. I am happy with my success and my results. The day after surgery and I got home, I cheated and went on the scale. I was pissed. It looked like I gained 2 pounds. I'm like, oh, fuck this. My biggest fear was that this was not going to work for me, was that I'm going to be the one person that the surgery doesn't work for. Because a few months ago, I found out I had some hypothyroidism. I really don't know that much about it, but doctor didn't want to put me on medicine and said it won't help me lose weight anyway. So I said, okay, surgery. It's one of the many reasons why I did surgery. But yeah, so gaining weight, like the day after surgery, pissed me off. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay off. But then I went back on a few days later. I'm like, oh, okay, lost 5 pounds, JK. But I've been really consistent, super, super consistent with fluids, walking around the house. The pain isn't as bad now that I'm day 7 out of surgery. So in total, I have lost 13 pounds since surgery, week 1. I am fucking hype. I'm excited. I didn't think I would lose that much in my first week. And even my pre-op diet, I lost, I want to say it was 13 pounds also. I'd have to check the exact number on my app. But 26 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, that's crazy. And the thing is, I think I can see a difference, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm just chilling right now. I don't plan on doing my measurements that often. I want to do measurements with like the measuring tape once a month. I just want to keep this momentum going. So I'm just like, okay, time to walk, time to go places. But I feel like I'm doing too much. I felt a little lightheaded today. I'm like, okay, sit the fuck down, Antoinette. But I'm happy as far as my stats go, which is what I've been like afraid. I've never told anyone how much I weigh. That's just none of your damn business. My fiance don't even know how much I weigh. And he acts dumb. Like, I asked him, babe, how much you think I weigh? And he plays dumb and he's like, I'm not good at guessing stuff like that. I'm sure he has an idea, but he loves me no matter what, so whatever. So as far as my stats go, I am 5'10", so I'm tall. I think I carry my weight well. Up until recently where I had a gut. 5'10", at my highest weight was 311. Ew, I've never said that number out loud. So my highest weight was 311, and that shit was only like 2 months ago, so it wasn't that long ago. The lowest I can recall myself ever getting was like 211. So I'm curious to see if I can get that progress again. But my highest weight was 311. Again, that was only like 2 months ago. I'm 5'10". My surgery weight, I weighed in at 295. From the pre-op diet, I was 308, lost 8 plus 5, what is that? 13 pounds, I think. So I lost 13 pounds during the pre-op diet. So 295. And then today, when I stepped on the scale this morning, I want to say it was 284. No, it was 282. I don't know. I really don't know. But it was 13 pounds. I checked it, did the math earlier. The app told me. I use a million different apps for everything. So happy with my progress. I want to keep the momentum going. I want to work out. I know this is going to be the most weight I lose in a single week. So I'm going to be missing those inches. But I hope to keep it going. Right now, still focusing on getting liquids in, focusing on protein. I don't like all the protein shit out there. So one day I hope to do a review about that. So y'all don't waste your money the way I do. But getting liquids in, going for a walk. So I'm not even gonna go hard working out, but at least go walk and get some steps. Today was really my first day out the house, and I just made up a bunch of fake ass errands for myself because I'm off work for another 2 weeks, and I am happy about that. What else? I don't know what to eat right now. I think I'm on a pureed stage maybe. What my surgeon told me to do was different than what the book told me to do, and I don't see my surgeon until next Monday. So I might have another week of a lot of weight loss, who knows? Because right now I'm just gonna keep myself on liquids for a second week until I meet my surgeon. He gives me the official okay that I can move on to purees or soft food. But that was my week 1 update. I am excited to just be sharing this journey. This keeps me accountable. Now that the world knows my weight, that shit better go down at least 80 pounds. I don't know exactly what my goal is. I don't know if I have a goal, but I felt my body, I was comfortable around 220, 215, 220. So if I got at least there, I'd be okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be a slow loser. But this week was shocking, so we'll see. Nonetheless, I am grateful, I'm happy, I'm motivated, and this is going to be great. So that's all I have for you all today. Make sure you can follow me through the week. I plan on posting because I love this weight loss community. It keeps me motivated. So I plan to continue posting on my Instagram at bossladysleeved. And hopefully I will have a bomb-ass before and after picture to show you all. So until then, I will check you next week. Bye.
Yeah, I be where the boss be, judging from my vibe, you can feel it in my energy, stacking paper steadily so I can live in luxury.